So this week we are going to start working on a Lazy Susan for a special order I've got. But this week we're going to start with, just this week we're only going to cover the how to run a router over to make a circle. I'm not going to go into too much detail about how the circle jig I personally bought works, because this is the first time I'm using it. I'm still going to try to figure things out. I actually just finished recording it. Had some issues, shocker, but I'm going to do the actual how it works and a down to dirty on the jig later, as well as probably a router down and dirty. I don't think I've done that before, and even if I have, something like a plunge base, I know I haven't, because I have not touched this plunge base in 2 years until last night. So I'm going to go over all that in a later time. So if you have questions on how to, that's coming. My goal is to try to record at least 5 or 6 videos for the next couple weeks this weekend, because I am tired of trying to go, oh crap, and then have to rush. So while I'm busting these out, you can be expecting that. Say, this is our final product. This is the bottom side. The hole in the middle is where I had to mount it to the center point for the circle. So with that, let's go hop into it.
Hey, while I'm thinking about it, so did you guys know that you can support me for not spending a cent by hitting the like button, subscribing, and sharing my videos? Doesn't cost you a cent. Helps the algorithm see me a whole lot more, and it's totally free for you. It just takes 3 clicks. Just wanted to throw that out there. Thanks. Bye.
And we are back with everything we need in order to do some wipe-on poly. So, like I said in the intro, this is while I'm shaking stuff up and getting ready. This is going to be just a basic introduction to how to apply this stuff. I've got wipe-on and I got spray-on with me today. I'm also almost out, so I'm probably going to have to grab some more after this, but it shouldn't take much to do this one. So this is this spray-on stuff. I like my warm satin. It doesn't give an overly shiny finish, yet it still looks good. So the first thing you do when you're done sanding is you get all the dust off, which I've already done. And then I just like to... So here's some of the poly dried on the tip. Just put a nice heavy coat on. For the first one, I like a heavy coat because this wood's going to absorb quite a bit of it. I just go around there. Just like that. Set that off to the side. These are painter's pyramids. That allows me to do both sides at the same time, because they and it holds it up so you can get airflow over both. And we do get the rest of that all nice coated up. There's that. Be very careful with these rags when they're done. Some wood finishes, especially oil-based, which I believe this stuff is, can self-combust. So, this is the one that's messed up. This can's not spraying very well. But then, for an edge, that's where I like my spray can, or rattle can as some people call it. I just go around the edge. Sorry you guys can't see this part, but if this can was working right, it'd be a lot easier. But yeah, so, and when you're done, if you want, you can always give it a nice coat right over the top. There's that. I also do always recommend using gloves. Not that this stuff's real bad for you, but they will leave your hands sticky, and it's a pain to get all that junk off. I usually use alcohol and specifically rubbing alcohol or something like isopropyl, and then just some soap with some grit in it to really tear it off. Now we're going to let this sit for about 2 to 3 hours. I got to go run a couple errands. When we get back, I'll show you how to prep the next lever or the next layer, and that'll be that. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours or a transition. And I'm back. So once this is done, you run your hands over this, you'll find it's kind of rough. This is just a block sander with a piece of 220 grit sandpaper on it. You just go over real light strokes. Just give it a light roughing. Both sides. Then you just take that, wipe it off. I'm just using my pant leg. And then reapply your next coat. For this one, I'm just using the spray because I forgot to grab my gloves. And when I'm done here, I need to get outside, so I got to keep moving because I've got entirely too much to get done today. You just shake that up real good. And just do that. Flip that. That one's a little heavier, but I'm done. I'm calling it after 2 coats on this one. The directions say 2 to 3. So we're going to let this dry. And after that, that's pretty much it. If you do this on your own, sometimes you'll need to take a piece of paper or something, just crumple it up into a little ball, and just, work it in there kind of like you're waxing a car, just like I sanded that, just small circles. Construction paper works best, and it will help with any high bumps. Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not, depending on what it's going to be used for. I mean, there are ways to smooth those down as well, but I find construction paper, even printer paper, crumpled into a ball and just crumple it really good is usually all it takes. I'm going to see how this one comes out because it doesn't always need it. So, yeah. From there, the next step will be turning this into an actual Lazy Susan, which we've got all the hardware on, and I'm going to do that in next week's video. Mainly just because I want to get some more of these shorter, more to the point things out. So if anybody's ever got a question, if they come here, they have access to it and don't have to watch a 45-minute long video. I do like the longer form stuff as well, so let me know what you guys are into. I'm still going to do some shorter ones as well, but yeah. So, yeah, that's all I got for this week. Don't mind the aquarium with all the little fishies. And with that, I will say, cat in the hat, and that be that. Have a good week, folks.